Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to have a look at wonderful news, starting off with a new stamped promo. Now, anyone who's been following this channel for any length of time will know I am an absolute sucker for a good stamped promo. I love me a nice stamped promo. What I like even more than a good stamped promo, and I love me a good stamped promo, but what I love even more is a good stamped promo being announced for an event to which I've already bought a ticket. There is a new stamped Luffy that has gone and been revealed, and this one makes me happy. It is for the One Piece Emotion exhibit, which is going on over in Shinjuku in Tokyo, starting next month. And by a weird coincidence, as I've mentioned in a couple of videos, I'm headed to Japan next month. I'm going to be there for 3 days. It is going to be a flying visit. But would you believe it? The one full day I'm actually there just so happens to be the One Piece Emotion exhibit opening. Oh no! How cool is that? So I stayed up till 2 in the morning. I got a ticket for the One Piece Emotion exhibit. It's basically an anime-focused exhibit focused on like the Wano arc with emotion and all of that. Gear 5 Luffy, cool stuff. And it turns out that I was able to get a ticket for 1 hour after it opens. I couldn't get a ticket for the exact time it opens at 1 p.m. I promise you I tried. But I've got a ticket for 2 p.m. It opens at 1 p.m. I'll be going 1 hour after it opens. You know what? I think that's okay. I forgive myself. And obviously, I bought the slightly more expensive ticket that gets me this lovely Gear 5 Luffy figure because I'm a massive nerd. But it turns out today that everybody who goes is going to be getting this. Well, actually, what it says on the tweet is, promotional cards will be distributed, please look forward to the event, but I'm assuming that means everyone who goes in just gets given a promo card. Because if it was something else, they would say it on the tweet, there would be a, everyone who goes in with this type of ticket or any of that. Plus, just putting it out there, it would be really mean to essentially introduce this as a promotional card for certain tickets after they'd already gone on sale. That would be, frankly, incredibly mean. So I do feel pretty confident this is for everyone. And actually, I've just double-checked. It does say One Piece cards will be distributed as a gift to all attendees. This is on the website. As a gift for visitors, we'll be handing out One Piece card game promotion card Monkey D. Luffy, featuring original illustrations from One Piece Emotion. Please come to the venue. Don't worry, website. I've already got my ticket. We good. And there's something else which is really important here. Before we talk a bit more about the card, there is an important point to be made here about the fact that the wider One Piece brand is pushing the TCG. This is a big thing. One Piece Emotion is not a TCG event. It is a One Piece event, and I'm not going because I'm a TCG nerd. I'm going because I have become, since the TCG came out, because of the TCG, honestly, I have become a One Piece nerd. And I'm going just because it's a cool One Piece exhibit. But there's going to be a lot of people that aren't into the TCG that are going that maybe don't play the TCG or haven't even heard of the TCG. And they're all going to be given this card. This is going to spread the word of the good TCG One Piece, and I adore this. One Piece and Bandai are doing more and more of this lately, trying to tie in the TCG to the wider One Piece brand, and it's already huge. The One Piece TCG is already massive, but this is only going to help to grow it amongst non-TCG fans, and I love that they're doing this. Now, some of you are going to look at this and go, hang on a second, Wassy, this card's been on the screen for a while now. I recognise that card. I know that card. Yes, you do. It is actually the same card that is being given out at One Piece Finals in the West. We don't need to guess how and when this is going to be distributed. We already know. Now, remember, the deal is, if you go to Finals, it is a participation prize. If you play in the event, you get it. But if you go to Bandai Card Fest, it's actually just a gift for all attendees. It is not a participation prize for people playing in the One Piece tournament. This shouldn't be a hard card to get, but I love that it's got the stamp. I love the stamped version, and I'm very happy about it. As a side note, remember the other day I told you about One Piece Day, which is also happening in Japan at around the same time. It is happening, in fact, the 2 days preceding. So the first day of the One Piece exhibit is the 12th of August. One Piece Day is the 10th and 11th. And I told you the other day about the One Piece Day promos. The Luffy promo given out on both days in the exhibition area, and then the two different Don being given out on different days in the live area. Different promos, different things. This is actually completely unrelated. I'm just saying we got the One Piece Day promos I showed you the other day, and now we've got this promo, which is for the exhibit, which is, of course, a paid exhibit for which you will need a ticket. I'm so happy that this news came out today. Getting a One Piece promo card is always a good thing, but booking a ticket to an event and finding out later there's going to be a promo, oh, that's just a fun feeling. But it's not the only thing that has come around that we need to talk about from the past couple of days. There is another treasure rare that is coming out in China. This is the OPO 8 treasure rare, and it is Sanji. Shout out to Orange Samurai D from where I got the image, although apparently it came from ARS_maniac on X, which we all know is really Twitter. And this is a really nice treasure rare Sanji. It is going to be in OPO 8. And it is a reprint of the one from OPO1, which I like because, again, OPO1 had some questionable artwork, by which I mean just a flat reprint of just random art from the anime, which I don't like. There was a really nice alternate art of this card in OPO1, and now we got a similar thing going on here with the treasure rare in China. But like we've talked about with the treasure rares up to now, expect this to be a Chinese exclusive. Do not expect to get this as the treasure rare from OPO 8, because if you do expect to get this as a treasure rare from OPO 8, you're almost certainly going to end up being very disappointed. We are getting a treasure rare in OPO 8. Firstly, we've had one in the last two sets. It'd be weird if we didn't get one here. Secondly, we have seen distributor listings for the English set which mention a treasure rare, so expect that we will be getting a treasure rare in OPO 8. Do not expect it to be this Sanji. And frankly, I gotta say, we're gonna do a little comparison here. I gotta say, China is winning when it comes to treasure rares. The last set, OPO 7, China got the treasure rare Rebecca, which in my eyes of the five treasure rares we've seen so far, this is the best one, by a bit of a mark. Now, I do like Rebecca as a character, so that kind of helps to explain it. I think this is awesome. What did we get in OPO 7? We got Trafalgar Law. And it's just, the artwork on these, most people aren't vibing with that much. The value of these is crashing because people aren't loving them that much. And I think that tells you everything you need to know. In my eyes, the Rebecca from China's OPO 7 is way better than our Law from OPO 7. I would swap in a heartbeat. And I know pretty much, well, everyone I've spoken to at least does seem to feel the same way about the OPO 6 treasure rare, where China got Boa Hancock and we got Nami. And for the vast majority of people I've spoken to, they like the Boa Hancock. The Nami art is very stylized, and a lot of people just don't seem to love it. I'm not saying how you should feel about it. Everyone has their own opinion. It's art, it's subjective. But the fact is, from the people I've spoken to and the opinions I've seen online, people are really liking the Boa Hancock over the Nami. And to a lesser extent, but I think people are generally liking the Rebecca over the Law as well. Although, again, not to the same extent there. This Sanji is absolutely stunning. And the trio of Chinese treasure rares here have been absolutely top tier. But you'll notice I just showed you we've had different treasure rares than China in the past two sets. So absolutely nobody should be expecting that we will get this treasure rare Sanji. We won't. If there is anybody watching this who's got a hookup in China or maybe lives in China or wherever and is able to get hold of a treasure rare Rebecca for trade, I would be very interested in trading for the treasure rare Rebecca. It's awesome. Generally speaking, I think China's winning here. But then again, we went the first 5 sets not getting treasure rares. So there's also a pretty strong argument that, you know what's worse than the treasure rares we've got? No treasure rares. I love that we get these. I think the Chinese ones have been better, and I'm not worried about saying that. But I love that we're getting these treasure rares. They're just an extra card. They don't seem to have replaced anything. We don't seem to be getting them instead of anything. We just seem to be getting them on top of what we were getting anyway. So yeah, I think the Chinese treasure rares are better. And yeah, I know a lot of you watching agree. But you know what? We're getting treasure rares. That's pretty cool. So there we go. That's what you need to know. And now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about all of these. Tell me how excited you are for them. Tell me anything you want to tell me in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.